All right, let's take a look at exercise 7.5 regarding whether we should outsource production or not. Global Cats Incorporated is a producer of pet accessories focusing on felines. Up until now, they have produced one of their top sellers, a scratching post. Normally, they can produce 25,000 units in a period. To produce each unit, they incur direct material costs of $25, direct labor of 2 hours at a rate of $15 per hour, variable manufacturing overhead of $13 per unit, fixed manufacturing overhead of $40,000 total, and variable selling and administrative expense of $1.50 per unit. Recently, they were approached by a supplier of scratching posts that they could produce and sell scratching posts to Global Cats Inc. for $45 a piece. Ignoring qualitative issues, should Global Cats continue producing in-house or should they outsource production? Also, what other quantitative factors should be considered in this incremental analysis? So look, again, the question here is whether they should make or outsource production in this case. Looking at the first column here, nothing earth-shattering here. If they were to produce everything in-house, it costs them $25 per unit in material, $30 in labor, because remember, it's 2 hours to produce one unit at a rate of $15 per hour. So that's how we get the $30 in direct labor per unit. Variable manufacturing overhead was $13 a piece. Fixed manufacturing overhead, if we want it on a per unit basis, how did we get it? We take the 40,000 in total fixed manufacturing overhead. We divide it by the number of units they produce, which was 25,000. So you get $1.60 per unit. And variable selling and admin was $1.50, which gets us the $71.10 per unit. Now, if they were to outsource, they wouldn't be incurring direct material because they're not producing it. Direct labor, they wouldn't need. Variable manufacturing overhead, they wouldn't incur. Fixed manufacturing overhead depends on the situation. I'm assuming here they would not incur it. Even if they were, and assuming it's the same volume, it doesn't really change our final answer as much. But let's assume for argument's sake here that they would not incur fixed manufacturing overhead. And then variable selling and admin, let's assume they don't incur as well. The only cost they would incur, let's assume, is the purchase price of $45. Clearly, it is much cheaper for them to outsource production as opposed to producing it in-house, because the difference between the two, if you subtract them, they're saving $26.10 per unit if they were to outsource. Now, some considerations that for management when they're making this decision. Obviously, financially, it makes sense. Some of the things to consider, though, is what's the quality level from the supplier? Are they going to produce it at an adequate level, or is there going to be a steep decrease in quality that might, offend our customers and hurt our bottom line? Also, how reliable is this supplier? Are they going to be able to produce when we need it in the amounts that we need? Are they easy or difficult to work with? Are they easy to communicate with? Can they fill our customer demands with the supplier? And how much lead time is needed to fulfill customer demands? If we need an expedited order, is it easy to work with them and they're able to turn around pretty quickly and maintaining a level of quality? There's a lot of things here beyond just the financials that should be considered here. But from a financial standpoint, based off of this information here, it's clear that they should probably outsource.